Nabbanja stated that government will integrate the commitments into the 4th National Development Plan 2025-2030, which aligns with the conclusion of the SDGs in 2030, enhance national and local financing mechanisms, strengthen partnerships for localized SDG efforts, including citizen participation, and fortify the national statistical systems.
Looking ahead, Uganda remains resolute in 1. Identifying synergies among SDGs. 2. Leveraging technological innovations. 3. Value addition in the vast tourism, mineral and agricultural endowments through fostering partnerships and regional cooperation.
Together with the Minister of Justice for Constitutional Affairs, Nabbanja, and the Chairperson, Uganda Planning Authority, Professor Pamela Mbabazi, Nabbanja addressed all the issues raised by different countries. She informed world leaders about Uganda's mechanisms to tackle adverse weather and climate challenges.
Uganda has a Climate Change Act and a climate change policy which provide direction to all sectors that are affected by climate change. The interventions include early warning systems, resettlement of disaster-prone communities, wetland restoration, and tree planting, and this is ongoing. Uganda has prioritized the agro-industrialization programs for increased production, productivity through mechanization and irrigation, value addition, marketing, and strengthening food systems, which are core to addressing hunger.
Justice Minister Norbert Mao responded to concerns on civic space raised by civil society organizations. He explained that Uganda is governed under the Constitution.
First and foremost, these civil society organizations are largely led by Ugandans. So their rights are embedded in the Constitution, and they exercise those rights as citizens.
Earlier, the Prime Minister made a statement on behalf of the G77, assuring world leaders of the commitment to attain the SDGs.
It stresses the importance of fully implementing the Secretary General's proposal for the SDG stimulus for developing countries to tackle the high cost of debt and rising risks of debt distress.
Nabbanja affirmed that G77 China will support all efforts aimed at achieving the 2030 agenda.
The Group of 77 and China emphasizes that we must prioritize advancing the full implementation of the 2030 agenda by translating the commitments agreed upon during the 2023 SDG Summit Political Declaration into concrete actions that fully support developing countries in their efforts to achieve the SDGs.
The Prime Minister also held bilateral talks with the President of the United Nations General Assembly.
The last one?